Has social media ever made you question your talent?
So many times. So many people who have done journalism can attest to this, because you wake up today and someone who has a better following than yours, they get the job that you went to school for 4 years. You did retake of exams, you graduated, posted your photos, but then you will go there for description, they'll tell you for you to be a presenter for this particular show, you have to have like 50k plus followers and stuff. And then you're like, maybe I just have the papers, but I don't have the skill that they're looking for, or maybe I don't have the talent. So it has really, there are times to sit down and unasema, tena amepata huku, wewe amepata huku, kwani mimi, am I not enough? So I've been in that space, but I've learned like it is their journey, it is their luck. When my turn comes, mimi nitapenya.
Zile times nimemwambia God, keti hapa. Tunaweza ongea na I think my neighbors are like, msichana anakuanga na nani kwa hiyo nyumba na tunangi akitoka.
Acha nikuwe Edgar. I saw nilikuwa na watch mix a DJ fulani ya secular. And then I saw a girl that mimi namjua, like she's a gospel content creator. Mpaka nilikuwa naambia mtu tulikuwa na watch naye, najua msichana, mpaka namuonyesha page, najua msichana, ona venye ako uncomfortable hadi anajificha nyuma ya kamera. I'm like, where did you go? Why you doing things that are not you? Hata kama ni pesa ama nini, because that video is gonna be there for the longest time possible.
Hi beautiful people, my name is Wanjiko Kariuki and welcome to Conversations with Wanjiko. May being Mental Health Awareness Month, today we're going to have a conversation about how social media can affect or impact your mental health. And today I'm joined by two lovely, gorgeous ladies. On my far left, I'm joined by...
My name is Caroline Njenga, and I wear so many hats, and one being I am an actress and a diverse actress, because I wear a hat of a grandmother, where I am known as Shoshua Bakora, who does everything that everybody doesn't what you actually talk about, but you can go to her socials and see. I also do voiceovers. I am a radio presenter, and I am also a script writer. Yeah.
Hizo kofia ni mingi kweli.
Very inspiring. So hi guys, my name is Njeri Maisi. I am a journalist and a producer working with Voices of Africa Network. And I'm glad to have this conversation today.
So tunaingia deep to it. So as a female creative, how has social media affected or rather impacted your growth?
So, okay, from my perspective, as I have, I think, initially in this platform shared that I started acting when I was in class 2.
Yeah.
That is when I started doing poetry. But remember, I was a village hero, only known to my village. But growing up, I was able to put up my work. And again, it has taken the longest time, which I think I should have started with that. By then, social media wasn't it. So I started doing, when I started posting my videos and my work was known, definitely I started getting calls to work with other people, work with other brands, which has made me grow. I have also gained courage, because there I received different... what are they called? Opinions from people, and there are some are positive criticism, others are negative. So some have sharpened my skill, others have made my muscle harder. Like I've been able to navigate mostly because of social media, because even in the side hustles that I've engaged myself with, I've been able, the fact that I have and even if it's a small following, social media has really has helped me to reach to get a bigger reach, and definitely even make new friends, because again, many people and the people that I've worked with them because of having seen them or them having seen me on social media. So for me, it has been an amazing journey with its own ups and downs, but I don't think I would take the line of complaining about social media, but because for me, it's an eye-opener.
Okay. Yeah. And before we go to Njeri, I think ni important I ask this question. Has social media ever made you question your talent?
Yes. At times I feel like I'm not enough. And as I had said, I do voiceovers. So sometimes I would ask myself, maybe, remember, like sometimes I post my work or I communicate, or again, we communicate through social media. And some people would actually reject your work because I don't know, for their own personal reasons, but again, before I am in a position to say that I think I didn't correct this, I think I didn't do this, I never ran to think ati mimi sijafikisha standards za Kenya wanatafuta, nakimbianga kujidoubt. Okay, nilikuwa nakimbia kujidoubt. As I said, I'm a radio presenter and I'm new in radio presenting, but I got this job after 10 years of waiting to have that job. So I have applied, I have given up, I have tried, I've listened to people in radio and feel, I think I can do even better than that. But then you're questioning yourself, what don't I do right to get such opportunities? So I have reached to that point where I've asked myself, am I good enough? Was this even a talent, or did I force myself into it? But again, with time, with its own ups and downs, again, kuna good days. Hey, yeah, good days are good days. Yeah.
And what about you?
Honestly, now I would say I don't really have a life if I don't have social media, because that is where I work, that is where I get my clients, and that is where it's the platform that I post my work from. Prior to that, I was a very traditional newsroom journalist, before I joined a platform like Tuko. And then I only saw social media as a place where you only post for memories, for such. I didn't see it like something that could really help me grow my career, or it maybe even earn from it. So when I entered the digital platform, it has really even changed the trajectory of my career, because now I don't have to sit and go ask everyone, ajali imefanyika saa ngapi. There's a lot. It even makes you a diverse, person. So it has really helped me, and I don't think I would do without it at this point.
Okay, just like I asked Carol, has social media ever made you question your talent?
So many times. So people who have done journalism can attest to this, because you wake up today and someone who has a better following than yours, they get the job that you went to school for 4 years. You did retake of exams, you graduated, posted your photos, but then you will go there for description, they'll tell you, for you to be a presenter for this particular show, you have to have like 50k plus followers and stuff. And then you're like, maybe I just have the papers, but I don't have the skill that they're looking for, or maybe I don't have the talent. So it has really, there are times to sit down na unasikia unasema, huyu veteran amepata huku, wewe amepata huku, kwani mimi, am I not enough? So I've been in that space, but I've learned like, it is their journey, it is their luck. When my turn comes, mimi nitapenya. But I have.
And what you just said right now brings us now to what I was about to ask next. Saizi, social media being a space where kila mtu anapost wins zake, moves ana make, has it ever made you feel as if, ama does it make you at times feel like adulting has become harder, ama like umebaki nyuma?
Will you
No, you go first.
Honestly, it's funny because even now I'm from Instagram, and I was just having a call with a friend, and nilikuwa namwambia nimetoka IG sahi nimeona like 3 people have bought new cars. Leo tu 3 people have posted new wins. So sometimes unaketi na unasema they could be younger than you even, ama maybe your age mates, na umeketi hapo unashindwa, am I stupid? Am I not doing enough in life? Am I lagging behind? Nini sifanyi? Kila mtu ana progress, watu wanapata brands, watu wanapata magari, watu wanapata kazi mpya, bado uko pale kwa bio maintain bio haichange. There's that pressure. So
Yeah, I would also agree, because me even, I think mine is even worse, because I've seen people that I have mentored just come and I'm like, Peter nani, because there's nothing I can do.
You can do, yeah.
And then at some point, there's a time I asked myself, because remember I'm doing so many things at the same time. I started asking myself, should I focus on one thing? And then I give that one thing full attention, and it backfires. What do? I go back to something else. Like there are times I have done which I have no apologies for. I found myself doing content ya shosh. Ninapiga content ya shosh. Na sina rent. Mr. Skia project ya voiceover niache. So I'll run to it. But remember, alafu unapata, watu wenye uliambia kuja ufanye content. This line is nice. Mtu anaenda akiendanga. I remember there's a girl we were talking with some time back. Ananiambia, you need to join us. No, she's in the US. And I mentored her into voiceovers. And I'm like, wow. Nini sifanyi, you know, and you've done everything right. Hakuna place hata compromise. You know, you're like, I am doing the right thing. But sometimes it is life. Again, what I encourage myself nayo ni, there are people who look at me as their hero. There are people who look at me as their role model. I will do it for them. I will still keep fighting for them. I don't mind na following yangu. Mimi bado nitasonga. And it's gonna work eventually. And whatever I have, I need to be grateful nayo, because I am at a place where mtu mwingine akiona anawisha ko hapo. So, ukiangalia na hiyo perspective uko, God, I'm sorry, sikuwa na ubaya. Nikufikiria tu venye nimeona mtu na jieri nikakuuliza maswali.
Yeah.
You know.
Whether she's made a lot of sense, so that, do you know, where you are, you might be feeling like you are on your worst season of your life.
Yeah.
But there's someone who's looking at you like, I want to be like Njeri one day. I want to be like Shiko. I want to do what they are doing. But wewe uko hapo, unajikompare na people. Sometimes huwa tunajikompare. Like mimi juzi nilikuwa najiuliza shwali. Unajikompare na people when they started working where was still wearing a uniform. But I feel your pressure. I mean, see, where we draw the line. Yeah. Anyway, I agree with her.
Yeah.
A lot.
True. I think Nini, your response, or rather your responses, also touch on whatever I was going to ask. It was about we all creating content in one way or another. Have you ever been in a situation where your content is performing nicely, but mentally you're in the pits, ama in life uko pabaya?
Okay, man.
Let me give you the honors.
Ama una feel tired, overwhelmed?
I have, honestly, I have. I would say that is when I first entered the digital space to do media, because it's a big platform. You are compared on a daily. Yes, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Your work is speaking for yourself. You are receiving accolades kwa ofisi. Oh, you're doing well. Your stories are well thought of and what have you. But then, for me, I felt a lot of pressure, because even in the comment section, you see people saying, na huyu si kama fulani. Huyu sasa naye ametoka wapi? Huyu afanye kama fulani. And also, ukiwa hapo katikati, una feel the need to wear like their shoes, to fit in their shoes like fully. So there were times other people would say, like, you're doing so well. I wouldn't even see it, because I have a lot of pressure in me. I feel like, hapana, ni kama bado sitoshi. So I've had those moments.
Me hata not once. Kwanza there's a time, like, there's nothing as hard as being a creative. And you're also in love. Umeenda shoot na umetoka kukosana na chali yako uko. You know, you're trying to compose yourself. And there's one girl who once told me some time back that anytime, because you chose this line, audience hataki kujua kwenye umetoka, ama umetoka kupigwa, God forbid, umetoka kupigwa na bwanako, but you need to give them the best version of yourself. Again, anataka kucheka. For us, kazi yetu yenye ni kuchekeshana, anataka kucheka. So, hawezi kuwa, like, for you mwenye ana encourage wengine, hawezi kuwa na encourage wengine, na unaanza kulia. Na mwenye anakuja kuchota kwako, there's nothing you're giving. So what you do, you suppress whatever you're going through, which is something else that is really bad, because I'll pick it up jioni. Again, I'll find the nights that nitajipata at night nilikuwa busy, mimi ni kulia tu, because again, kesho naenda shoot. There's a time I was doing series fulani at TV station, we uko na pressure ya job, unasikia tena wanalipa, alafu unapata mtu amekuja after wewe amepewa main role, uko
extra.
Bado mimi nimeishi kwa support na jiuliza kwani nilikuja huku kusukuma wengine, you know, and there are so many things kama burdens zenye zinaningoja nitimize, and again life hainingoji. So sitakaa hapa just because I am heartbroken nikose kudeliver. But then again I am human, so I've had moments where hata una do, kumbuka tumeitwa shoot, unaenda tu to give your best, lakini unaangalia tu nani hapa anaweza nipea lift. But again, the best thing is we are talking about them as things that we have been through, and also things that we are going through right now, because again we have also learned to navigate. If we gave up then hatungekuwa tushajua ku navigate through life.
So umeongelelea being a creative and especially being a lady. Kafanya nikumbuke, I feel for some reason as a society tumeekea watu standards na what not to do, what to do. Today I came across a certain blog. Vera Sidika had posted something to do, went for an interview, na she revealed that she was in a violent marriage. But at the end of the day, watu wanamuliza kwani ulinyamaza, but if she would have spoken about it, she would not have received the kind of probably some support she needs. But people expect her to maybe vumilia, ama hata akitoka kwa ndoa watu wako zile za kuongea tu kweli. When a woman becomes successful, hawezi manage, hawezi exactly. But behind the scenes there's a lot that happens.
You have your own life.
And she has to portray to us, mnamjua she's the queen. That is what she's gonna keep giving.
The worst thing, because again I think kwangu mi naonanga sometimes we need to also come back to place ya kujiambia nimemaliza mboka, acha sasa ni face shida yangu. Again I also need to the character, which I do all the time. Mimi hutaiona shush nje, like most of the time people expect me to behave like Shosho just because I carry the character of Shosho. So I was trained to the character myself. As a host, as a TV presenter, mimi stokangi hapo naenda na kwa TV presenter. And what do I expect? That my man will take me as the girl who came home. If I, by the grace of God, because I'm gonna get married, so I'm expecting my husband asikuje kuoa Karo huyo radio presenter ama ushushu. Ni Karo, there's Karo ule mwenye kona faults zake na maflaws mingi, na mwenye hata sometimes kuna vitu anaweza sema zenye ni shida zake. That's the problem. And the minute a man becomes violent, it's because anataka ana feel threatened na the other girl that social media knows. You see, so for us, unless I don't know what miracle, because that can be a miracle. You again haturudi nyuma. We are still gonna do great things. We are still gonna kula this good money and make millions. It can only take a man who really really loves you to adjust na ajue huu ni demu yangu na anaenda mbali na niko hapa kwenda na yeye the next step.
Okay, that's true.
But it's painful. It's painful to keep up, like you said, they like if it's sema kama her story. And also so another lady who said after alipeana story later kwa interview, ati after amemaliza sasa ilikuwa time yake ya Shahil, anaulizwa bwanako alikuwa wapi kwa ile time ulikuwa umegonjeka, and then she's like, he said he was busy.
Man.
She's counting on people, not all of them. Kuna wazuri. So like anahesabu zile times wale watu walisimama na yeye, and then she's counting on just friends, people who are just friends, not her best friends. Wao ndo walisimama na yeye, wao ndo walikuja husi all that time. Bwanake anauliza, where was your husband time yote? He said that it was
and that at the end of the day tunaambiwa marriage is for better for worse, through sickness
and in health, and you can see it even in your relationship.
Well, so tukiongea tu tukaongea kuhusu men, nikakumbuka that as a lady, is it more challenging being in the space you're in and also you being in the space you're in compared to now if it's a man doing exactly what you're doing?
Well, men sana sana I find like sometimes men get it easy on other things and zingine we get it easy. Tuko kwa industry, sisi kama actors, tuko kwa industry yenye men are doing characters za madem and they are doing them very well.
Yeah.
And I would applaud them for that. But then again, you as a woman, you have to prove that whatever you're doing is right and it's good enough and it can still pull a crowd to you na ikupende. It is not easy because you don't know if you're competing with your character, if you're following your vision, ama unafuata unang'ang'ana kukeep up na ile pressure iko. Some things wanaume wanazipatanga virahisi and unaweza pata deals zingine wanaume wakizipata wanazipata genuine. Zingine zetu tukitu unaitwa na brand and then unakumbu unasikia kumbe the man wanted me all along. You're like, I thought it's God na mpaka nili-celebrate online. Then it's hard. But when a man gets a deal, sometimes me feel ni kama inayo ni real. Ukisikia chele amepewa job na kampuni fulani uko inayo, lakini sisi utamonitio nitachanging character ni kwe karo. Mtako aya ni kasichana na mzee ako wapi? You're like, oh no, you know, I thought I brought the brand. See, these other side conversations. Na sometimes wataona wamekulipa sana, wakose kukulipa juu, hakuna place unaweza enda, you know, hauna hiyo nguvu, hauna hiyo maswali ya kuwapeleka any other step. Again, pesa yako ni ya, siwe ni dem. Si ni rent tu.
Wow.
Riswa.
It is not any different in newsrooms and what have you, because I've seen times where men get regarded for some activities, for some assignments, because they think they're gonna deliver better than you. Well, on contrary, I do better even than this person. Akileta script ama kitu amefanya niko like surely hiki kitu ningefanya way better. So I've seen that. So for me, I have like to prove like then ni prove sana like I'm able to handle this project. Things to do like political interviews, documentaries zinahitaji kwenda sijui wapi, they'll easily give those things to men compared to giving them to itakuwa rahisi sana waseme njeri kuja uhandle hii project unless you've really fought for it. But now at least sahi kuna kabalance kidogo because pia tunaendanga mentorships and whatever you are taught. There are programs like Wanifa and stuff that teach ladies to get the corner office za hizi newsrooms and whatever. But it is there also the comparison, men being regarded better than you. Ukifanya kazi ya like amepata hiyo role juu ni dem ama amefanya hivyo juu don't like I have the skill ama I deserve amepata juu ni msichana umeandikwa juu ni dem. Like I hate
that. I have also experienced place nimekuwa MC. Yo, hadi sahi hata okay, sina psyche MC. By the way, sina psyche MC by the way. Sina, and as I know, and I'm sorry to everybody who will watch this, or to mtu mwenye ata watch hii na ashainita ni kwa MC nikakwambia siko available. I was available but I just didn't. I think I'm yet to come kwa terms za kukubali that tunaweza kubalika because especially on not events, especially on vitu kama rurashio na harusi, hizo nazo nimeturn down because the many times I have not gone for so many events, but I am easily loved and I thank God because it's favor.
True.
Napiga job na ninapiga job poa, but before I do it niende nishike mic mtu anakuambia wewe ndio MC for real wewe ndio MC. Like hapana, nimeshikia mtu hii microphone cause ni mimi so what. Like unaenda harusi watasema tunataka MC sasa akuje ndio atupe direction. Okay, ninaenda wanasema ni wewe umetumwa ama. I remember that the last na harusi nilifanya somebody aliniza nikamwambia mic and then I chachisha. The minute I shika that mic I'll do something. But my work is not to prove to people that I can do it. Napiga rurashio ya MC, mtu anakuambia before hata rurashio ianze wanaambia ndiye atakuwa MC and then wanakuja wanaambiwa tuko na MC wetu mwenye anakuaga MC wa hii kijiji ningependa mjuane. and then you're looking at the MC ni ule Karo Heni nakage marurume
In short, huo mtu amekuangalia
akani disregard juu mimi ni dem, you see, and una feeling vibaya cause utajiuliza mbona unifanyie hivyo, mbona usinipe chance kama mwenye kazi aliona
na deserve.
Exactly, like kama mwenye kazi aliona nina deserve na akanipea hiyo job. It's okay. Point yangu ni kama mwenye kazi aliona alitafuta msee na alikuwa na list of MCs, not necessarily atiju kulikuwa na atiju I was cheap ama I was affordable. It's because I was good at what I do and that person knew that Caroline can deliver. But wacha nikwambie mimi MC hata uniambie Karo unless sasa tu MC na chali becomes easy. Imagine so because I think I am meant to, hiyo ni kitu moja niko karibu na sioni nitaki kuihilia, acha ikae tu, acha ni focus na view na presenting na show because you do it.
2026 jamani, that's so frustrating.
It is
you
absolutely
such a backward
it's amazing when it's in the city until you see like right now ninaweza patana na wewe and we are friends and you know my work and then you call me kwa village yenu nikakuja ni kwa MC wa rasho yako nipatane na sijui watu wazazi wengine wanakuja niambie na uangalie masaa, namwambia naenda na time ya mwenye harusi.
Either way, if you had other things to do, ungekaa tu. Mihango zako. Okay, is there a boundary you've had to wake up to put in place so that you can keep showing up in this industry? Na hiyo boundary ni muhimu sana to protect your peace.
I go first.
Hata venye umenodi hivi inakaa ni kama
okay, a boundary that I've have to put, I'll say this. I never present somebody that you're not gonna meet out there. The Njeri you see on those interviews with Njeri you'll meet ukiwa church, tukipatana church, wapi, kesha, whatever. It's the same person you're gonna meet. In this case, if when a lot of people and people doing like girls like me who have maybe struggled with acne and whatever, you would feel the pressure to every day wear heavy makeup on that camera. And then when someone meets you elsewhere, that's when they come and write, nani ni mwana, nasijua anakaja and whatever. Also, there's the financial aspect of it. Are you going to sustain that character? Also, there's some clothes that you need to wear if you want to maintain like a certain, it's good to look good. It's good to maintain a clean image, but also don't strain yourself sana. And that was proven to me when I left the company that I was working for. And I started this other one. I remember the first video that we did, I had makeup on. And my people came for me and they're like, Atuja kuzoea hivyo. That is not the Njeri I used to. And I was like, oh, this is good. Because I don't have to pressure myself to be someone that I'm not on camera. And then outside camera, I'm someone else. Ama I have to take that. We have seen some influencers having dates. Wamekopa sijui nani wako na mapressure. Juu anataka kukeep an image that it is not them. Na yet, bado hujafika kwa hiyo level yet. So I guess that's a boundary that I had to keep. You will compare me for 1 week, but you get used to me. And for sure they have gotten used to me. Akunanga ati Njeri wa YouTube, wa TikTok, wa Instagram, we are same. Yeah.
Wow.
okay.
I am an actress. And I have had moments where I have been requested to do movies. And there are things in movies I would never, and I have no plans of ever doing. And again, I am also an actress who does not kiss on air or ever kiss not. It's me, and that's my boundary. And I'll never do it. I also don't drink. So even if tukienda na nyinyi mwende out, mimi sitakunywa. Hiyo ni boundary yangu. So ndio ni keep up na huyu character mwenye yako. Mimi usikuje kama kuna msimu mwingine alikuwa ananiambia unajifanyanga mse chache. Nikamwambia basi nimejifanya for long. Unajua pretense haikaangi, but sasa nimejifanya for long cause basi imekuwa mimi sasa. When it say church, because again if people don't understand you, they'll always put things on you. Wataanza kukupea crowns zenye si zako. Wataanza acha na yeye ni maringo sana salimiangi watu. Na maybe ni wewe siku anataka kusalimia. Okay, I was just giving an example. So kuna such. Then kuna zile za wow, this one is weird, but I did there's a time I was super broke. Broke, ile ya broke kabisa. like mpaka landlord ananiambia uko sawa. Like I know you're bad, you are at a bad place, but young girl think. So I get kulikuwa na auditions za ad fulani, mimi nikaenda. Guess what? I'm picked. And then naona ka contract. Kwanza sikuwa najua ni ad ya nini. So mi tupewe character bubbly, mimi nitaruka nitafanya mavitu. Nikaona contract, nikaona doniko. This is it. Only for me to see ni kitu yenye siwezi fanya. Ni ad yenye mimi siwezi fanya. And that is how nilikosa kuchukua li request nika drop kufanya hiyo ad. Wakaanza kusema kuna watu madwanzi. Yaani udema amekata hiyo nini niko, but mimi nikajiambia God, I have done this for you. Inaweza kuwa hata utani reward kesho. But guess what? God has never allowed my well to dry. Just because I didn't ashame him. If I chose, kama sahin tunasemanga, like msemo nyako kwa raha, hafichi. Mbona mimi nifiche God wangu? Mbona mimi nifiche ati mimi say God? Mimi msema God. Na mimi, I go by the word. Kama word inanizuia. And I'm imperfect. 100% imperfect. And there are things I have done and question myself. Niko, utajitetea ukiwa pade gani? But then again, there are things I can rectify because again I have fallen and na nikaamka tena. But then I'll still stick to what I said about myself and all the desires I've had. Hadi kwa hii industry nimetamani kufanya vitu zingine. Nimetamani kufanya hadi like some things ndio cause kuna line ya usanii ukifanya utapata following. So kuna vitu zenye unajua ati zikifanywa kuna like time ukiingia live there are things that ought to be done na wasi wanapata bigger following, wanapata do. Mimi niko Mungu sita compromise. I will not compromise. And I want to do something that I would stand and say I did it. I want something that I can testify. Remember tulikuwa tunasema kuna watu behind us. They are kids. I mentor kids. I would want to look at that girl that I'll have built, that I'll have seen. I see girls who are younger. I mean, the little me. I see myself so many years ago, 10, 20 years ago, in a person, and I want to be like, I want to walk with this one. How then do I change? Nitafikaje nianze kuchange? Venye mtu yeye ana look forward kama mentor wake. Then, mentor ndiye huyo, in your route. Hata why believe in usanii, hata wazazi. Mtoto akitaka mtoto wake afanye kazi fulani, hata wai kubali kuifanya. Kwa nini? Kama watu wenye tuna trust ni akina Karo, kama watu wenye tulikuwa tunaona ni wazuri ni akina Njeri, then kuna need gani ya mtoto wangu afanye hiyo career? Wewe daktari haraka sana. You see? And unfortunately, there are people who are hoping that watafika just because of the few steps that we have taken. So for the sake of them, for the sake of our parents who pray for us, for the sake of the people who have pushed us to be where we are, I have to always keep those boundaries. Brother wangu alipata sijui ilikuwa nini around that time. And then I asked him for money and he was like, na hii usirudishe. Guess what he gave me? He gave me equal amount yenye nililipa hiyo rent na nikafanya shopping na nikakuwa na half of the rent ya next month. So niko God, what if nilicompromise? Sasa ningekuwa kwa billboard, mnaniona kwa billboard lakini niko that's not me. That's not me, you know. Na nilikuwa niende kwa beach na
acha niseme hii. Acha nikuwe Edgar. I saw nilikuwa na watch nini mix a DJ fulani ya secular. And then I saw a girl that mimi namjua, like she's a gospel content creator. Mpaka nilikuwa naambia mtu tulikuwa na watch naye, najua msichana, mpaka namuonyesha page, najua msichana, ona venye ako uncomfortable hadi anajificha nyuma ya kamera. I'm like, where did you go? Why you doing things that are not you? Hata kama ni pesa ama nini, because that video is gonna be there for the longest time possible. But sasa you reputation yako ushaitanish. Sisi mimi sasa inamuona hivyo.
Always unsee. The same way watu hawange unsee mimi kwa nini kwa beach.
Hatuwezi.
Niki.
So ukiambia mtu I don't do that, mtu anasema
we know you. Yeah, so the fact that I cannot si lazima as in life itasonga tu, imagine. And surprisingly hata nikilala njaa, which God hajaikubali, hata nikilala njaa si nilijipea talent na ninajituma, ni kujipa ijajipa hapana. As I said, my well will never dry and it never dries. Hakuna time God anakubalingi i dry. Inakanga ni kama ni kama hakuna, ni kama hii ndio ya mwisho.
Alafu
And then
anajaza.
haya kesho ukikuja ishaja.
Umefanya nikumbuke video fulani nilipatana ya TikTok ati me praying to God. Ukikumbuka anasemanga Bible inasema he is the provider, na saa hizo mbele nyuma uko na 300, naambia Mungu Baba, unajua niko na hii 300 peke yake na sina pesa ingine from now, without having anywhere, unajua unafaa kutoa hiyo doto. It just comes and you can't even explain how.
True. As long as uko na faith, me believe faith is actually, it's not like I believe, I know, because even the Bible says faith ni vitu ya zile vitu haujaona na haziko kwa macho ya watu, haziko. Nikiwaambia anunua jeli mko okay, tena ko umeona views zake ni 4
hata branch kapi pesa.
So and then nikinunua anasema okay, I know what she did, but you don't know. Nili put faith kwa hiyo kitu. So sometimes, and then unaweza kupata msee anaomba, Mungu naomba nikifanya hii video ipate views, alafu ikikosa unaanza kublame God. Na unajua kuna will ya God, na naona nikimpatia hii size ataturingia huku. So
yake inakuanga ngumu though.
Tusitake hiyo line juu. Zile times nimemwambia God, keti hapo. Tunaweza ongea. Na I think my neighbors are like, msichana anakuanga na nani kwa hiyo nyumba na tunangi akitoka.
Mbona unaniibisha? They know about again. You know I depend on me. Nimemwambia. You ujue people know I serve you. So if you don't come through, you see those TikTok videos they are saying you don't exist. No, you have given them a reason to say you don't exist. So you better come through.
Let me tell you a funny thing niliambia God. Unajua niko gaslight God. Kuna siku nilimwambia, fine, ulinileta hii dunia. Kama ulikuwa unajua usanii hizi nisaidia, si ungenifanya daktari. Si ungenipatia, sasa ningekuwa nikisumbua na tuna wagonjwa. Si ungenipatia hiyo passion. Mimi hata kitu ujenipea passion. Wewe ndio ulinifanya hii na wewe ndio ulinipatia hii talent. Ulikuwa unanipatia talent ukijua inisaidie.
Uniibisha kwa social media.
Sasa ona God, ni wewe si mimi. Wewe ndio unaibika na gaslight tena. And I'm sure penye yako anachikanga tu, but anyway, it always work. Unapatanga tu kitu imejipa huko pole basi. Nisikuwa na hizo, you know. So, it's not easy, but voila, here we are. We are here because we are creatives, and because there is a light in our lives.
That makes me, wacha nimalizie na hii statement that I don't think anyone is supposed to compromise any of their boundaries just to make someone fit in. Kama yeye hafit, hakubali boundary yako venye iko kugo as per it, then aende akendanga. It doesn't make sense bending for them.
Itakuwa kazi mob kuinuka tena. Ukishua usha bend na umekanyagwa itakuwa hard.
Okay.
Tukimalizianga, tell us where to find you on social.
Ongea sana di ulimi na paprana nyamaza anti.
Tukimalizia, tell us where to find you on socials.
Nianze mimi? Okay. So thank you so much for having me today. Of course, I've taken a thing or two even from Carol and yourself, and I hope even someone who has watched this atatuachia hapo their take away from this conversation and pia what they think in accordance to the questions that we have asked. So if you want to follow me, follow Voices of Africa Network on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and if you also want to speak to me personally, Njeri Wasi on all platforms.
Karo Wajega. I am doing Kikuyu. I'm a radio presenter at Kayo FM. Mudikireria. And it's fun. I'm really enjoying because this has been my passion. And I'm like, God, I long to go to work, you know, and it's amazing. So
Nona sasa the waiting season.
And it's amazing. Imagine 10 years, yawa. But sawa tu. We'll talk about that some other time. So, Caroline Njenga is my page on Facebook. On Facebook page, Caroline Njenga, and also we have Shosh Wambakora, but on Facebook, and then on YouTube is Shosh Wambakora. Then on TikTok we have Caroline Njenga into bracket Wambakora. And I would leave you with this quote: "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Yeah.
That's on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for honoring my invite, and again and again. Sitachoka kuwaita by the way. Mko na content.
Ni God.
Mko wise.
Ni God. Wazazi walisomesha watu sio mang'ombe.
Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment up or down, and also sana comment what boundary you've had to weka so that you can protect your peace. Yeah, until next time, bye bye. Toodles.
Bye.